What's up, Scott?
How you doing, my friend?
I'm chilling, man, trying to put this whole puzzle together. You a part of the crew?
Well, I don't know that I'd call myself part of the crew, but I dropped in about 30,000 feet flying over about a month ago, maybe a month and a half.
Oh man, I know you a part of the crew. I can tell. Well, first question before I want to get to what you got to say. Did you pay your taxes, Scott?
What taxes?
Oh shit.
Income tax, wage tax? You want to talk about sales tax, property tax? There's so many questions in one question you just threw out there. A lot of them had to be paid.
I need to see your 1040, Scott.
Oh, no, you don't.
I need to see your 1040, Scott.
What if I do a 1099? You don't know me.
No, the 1099 is just to make sure that you a contract. I listen. You talking to a person that know business.
Oh, yeah. I know it
The
too.
1099 is like it's an alternative to the W-2. The
Listen,
1040, the 1040 is what they care about.
listen. Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, listen here. We're not going to talk about
Mm-hmm.
tonight. This is your platform. You can dump me or pump me. It don't matter.
I'm not gonna dump you. I rock with you. I
All
just
right.
want to know what it is that I'm dealing with. I'm
Well, I mean, when you want to talk about the government or something, I'd like to do that at a different time. I mean, we already got enough of that, and there's a lot of that going on here. That's the reason why I was attracted to this in the first place. All right, that's what I was going to kind of give you a clue in on how I ended up here.
okay. So I want to hear your part to how did you join the crew? Well, first of
Well,
all, before you said that, why is the crew so dysfunctional? I seen how y'all operate over there.
that's not y'all, okay? Because nobody's got a frog in their pocket. All right.
Mm,
There's some people that come together, go apart, come together, go apart that I've noticed. It's kind of like an accordion,
mm-hmm.
and the real glue that holds anybody together seems to be momentary and time and again, and then comes back. I mean, there's love and vitriol in the same fucking sentence sometimes. I mean, it kind of
Y'all be having a lot of dysfunction going on over
Well,
there, man.
let me give you what's going on there. There's an uncovering of a lot of truths that maybe you're not so aware of. And when Keith came up just a minute ago, I mean, when you talk about you want to out him and you're going to take him literally to the guys that are literally the stormtroopers on the Death Star.
Who's
I
the
mean, you got
stormtroopers? The IRS agents?
policy enforcers. Think about
Oh,
it
it's the
this way,
policy
okay?
enforcers. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have lawful and you have legal, okay? And once the government takes away, now this is the Libra Code. This comes right after the Act of 1871, okay? Lincoln's Act 1871. And the Libra Code says when you're at war, then it's martial law and the government becomes run by the military. Well, take a look at the gold fringe flag in courts and you'll understand that there's something afoot here. I don't want to go into it any further than that. If you want to go back and follow some of these streams and go back and follow even back further how Paul has discussed this with some of the policy enforcers, you'll learn all that. Or we could set up a time where you could actually try and mediate. I would pick probably top five and say, look, we'd even find out about flat Earth if you could keep everybody calm. But look, you'd be better to do
Yeah,
it one at
so
a
I'm
time.
nominated as a mediator.
No, I'm not nominating anybody. I don't have the
I
ability to
can't.
do
Why I
that.
can't be the nomination as a mediator? What if I want to? What if I? No, no, no. What if like Black Panther? I want to challenge for to be the Black Panther of Wakanda over there.
All right,
I want
how
to
much?
I'm challenging to be leader of y'all group. Now,
I want to know what your marketing budget is.
I don't need to have a marketing budget. Y'all don't even pay
Yeah,
taxes.
come on. We need T-shirts. We need merchandise. We need.
Y'all don't pay taxes.
What do you mean taxes? Who's
Y'all don't.
taxes? Well, they told Willie Nelson to pay taxes, and he put a big old party on in Texas. He said taxes. I thought I paid taxes.
Listen.
Hold on. I want to tell you
I would
my
like to
first.
take control of the group, and I'm nominating myself to be the Black Panther.
Can I tell you what I did the first experience out of the box? How this happened, Black Panther.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I come in from 30,000 feet knowing that Paul because I've seen a video. Now, I've known Wizard because I'm friends with him on Facebook. I'm following some of his stuff about the post office, about the codes, about the stuff. This is true stuff. He's telling you. This guy is studying it. He's been studying for years. There's
The wizard is having mail fraud over there, so I don't know how.
Oh, well, you might think so. You might think so. This guy next to you right there, Jack, used to be a postmaster. Not a postmaster, but he was in the post office for years.
Yeah,
His
and
wizard.
that's not right what he did. It's not
Well,
according to what I know. It's not.
okay. Then
Fuck.
you got me there, man. Damn. Woo. Crash and burn on that. No, I don't know. Listen, I'll tell you what's working. Here's a question, Anton. That ain't that damn funny. Come back there. Come on, man. You're like a helium balloon. You're out there floating away. Helium. Oh, look at him. Look at him now. You sweating. Look at him.
Jack
Listen.
said, "Don't put me in this."
Mm-mm.
Jack ain't having it. Jack like,
He
nope.
bailed out, didn't he? He bailed right out. So, it now I came in out of the blue, stepped up on a panel to Paul, okay? And I said, thinking that I've seen his video where he got away with driving without a license, driving without the registration, driving without a fucking tag on his car or insurance. And the cop called the sergeant over. The sergeant listened to him and said, "Look, maybe I'll talk to you another time. Thanks, you're free to go." And let him go. And Paulie goes, see, that's how you're done. So that's what I saw. Then I went over to Paul's. I get on the panel and I'm thinking, all right, I got to tie to Uncle Luke. Remember Two Live Crew?
Uh-huh.
My boys and I were down there doing it. They were doing an album. My crew that we did some music with, they were doing Lorenzo's album, and a spit tape came in from Biggie. So I come out. I
From
talked to
Big?
Paul. Yeah, I talked to Paul about this, and Paul. Everybody's like, "Oh, he's name dropping. He's name dropping." And I'm like, "Hold on, it ain't even about that." I'm like,
This is
"Hold
getting
on,
interesting. Okay.
I'm like, it's about Uncle Luke." You're like, "What? Fuck that name dropping." And 8 people on a panel like drop me the fuck out. I'm like, "We're not gonna listen to this motherfucker." I'm like, "Wait, what? What the fuck?" All I'm trying to tell him is Uncle Luke, Luke Skywalker, Luke Luther Campbell, has gone up to the fucking Supreme Court and fought for fucking freedoms, rights, and principles.
Y'all do know. Listen. You know what the most beautiful thing about this whole thing is? Black people think that white people are not crazy just like them.
Nuts. We're worse.
Black people think that dysfunction only lives within our communities. I
Are
just tell
black
them they
people
haven't deep dived far enough into YouTube to actually see what the hell is going on here. I tell them this all the time. I tell them like dysfunction exists amongst white people, Asian
Every day,
people,
everywhere.
Hispanic
It's
people,
ubiquitous.
black people, and y'all don't hide y'all shit. Y'all shit is out here just like everybody else. And for some reason, we think, or most of us think, that we are an anomaly because of what the things that we discuss on YouTube, and y'all motherfuckers is more dysfunctional than we are.
Anton, do you think you're cornering crazy? No, you can't corner crazy.
let's stop
We're
competing
all out
for
here
it.
together, brother.
Fuck oh
We're all out
dear.
here.
Y'all
We're the
won.
same.
Y'all won.
Same level, man.
Y'all
So,
are by far the
hold on.
craziest people on the internet.
Hey, you haven't seen the Thorpes, have you?
I don't even. What is the Thorpes?
Oh my God!
Is
Pull
that
up,
a Marvel movie?
pull up Grace Thorpe, aka Joan.
No, because
Oh
I don't
man,
want. I don't want to get my internet flagged. What am I
It's
looking
crazy.
for?
It's crazy
father,
white people.
daughter, son, mother, all living together apart. Daughter maybe has a weird relationship with dad. Dad and sons are weird fighting. I mean, this is so crazy. It's the dark. Well, the thing that I saw was Darkest Family on YouTube. That somebody put together a fucking bunch of shit together, a bunch of clips together.
We can hear
Called,
you. You don't have to talk into the mic. We can hear you just fine.
I was doing something else. I was doing something else, but
Let me.
check this
Hey,
out.
Scott. Let me ask you a question. Are you? Are you? You don't have to answer this or not. Are you married?
No, I'm actually at in the past, but I'm in my mom's house. Mom's probably well, advanced age, diminished capacity. I've been taking care of her, and it's
You know what we call that in the black community, right?
good son. I hope.
Nah, when a guy say I'm living in my mom's house so that I can take care of her, we call that a pookie.
Yeah, Pookie, not man. I mean, I was called up. I was in a completely different state. Didn't last.
Are you do you have any kids?
None that I know of, brother.
Oh shit. Y'all just like black people.
None that I know of, brother.
Y'all are
Well, you got to understand. I've been around music, so I've been called up on a couple
y'all are
really good.
literally black people with white skin.
Yes, yes, there ain't no doubt about that. But listen, man, I hung around. I hung around everybody. There ain't no difference to me. You ain't black. You ain't white. You're just fucking different shade. That's all I
Mm,
see. I
mm.
don't see it that way. Now that's how come I've been fucking. You know, I'm not gonna name drop. I hate all that bullshit. I've been around a bunch of fucking people, and I've had a lot of fun. And when people call you out on that, then your story ends. You're like, okay, well, I can't tell you that because then they're gonna say, oh, fuck you. I'm like,
Mm.
okay, what are you going to do? And that's how that room runs. That's how that dichotomy of things has run over there that I've noticed when I'm sitting here thinking to myself, okay, how can you move forward? I've told Jack, I mean, somebody needs to come up with an outline if you want to plan something together with everybody. You started talking about who's the president, who's the captain, who's the lieutenant, who's the fucking sergeant at arms. Is there a fucking secretary and the treasurer? Does anybody know what the fuck they're doing? And the answer would be no.
So
I mean,
why do y'all follow this incel named Paul?
well, no, I came in because of the laws and trying to
Why no,
understand.
but listen, why are y'all not following Jack? Jack is the
Oh, Jack,
reasonable one, but
no,
y'all
you
over
got to
here
go through.
following Paul. Paul is over here smoking Reggie, getting arrested on a regular
First
basis,
off,
and fucking
first off,
homeless.
I told Jack that my work here is done just the other day in private. I told him I might be bailing real soon. True or false, Jack? And I told him that I
No,
can
no,
do
no,
what
no,
I
Scott, you come over here. Come on over here, man. Make sure that you're a part of what it is that we got. We got some good stuff going on over here.
I don't mind. I don't mind coming and talking to you. I'm not. I'm not, dude. I
No,
would never
no,
do.
no, no, Scott. We need your insight and information. We want you over here in order to be able to have these conversations. I want
My
to learn
teeth
what
aren't
you
as
know.
nice as yours, man. I chew Tic Tacs and drink fucking Coca Cola my whole life. It's all
Okay, well
fucked
let's
up.
kick it.
We'll
And
fix it.
no,
I'll fix it up.
listen, and bring your friends with you.
Uh,
No, bring your dysfunctional fucking friends with you, and we gonna have a conversation.
some of these people will come, I'm sure, but I mean, this. Listen,
I'll bring them all. Bring them all.
here, just talk to Paul. The thing you
Fuck
got to do is,
Paul. Paul is over
talk,
here smoking Reggie.
I know, but listen, what I want you to know about him is and I'm not
So
trying to
you would
sell him.
really follow a man named Paul Unslaved?
No, I'm
At least you know my whole real name.
listen. I'm not. I know his name.
No,
His
my
last
name
name.
is actually on the internet.
Yeah, but I know his last name. I mean, I know his father. His father comes on his stream. I mean, you have to know that
Oh,
guy is
Paul's father.
yeah.
What is Paul father's? What is his father like then?
Oh, you can go watch him on Jack's streams. He sits back. I'll tell you what. Paul.
So
I did some.
Paul's father comes on the streams too?
Yeah, I played. He came on one of Jack's streams or something. And pulled one of these and sat there, and then I did it to Paul a couple nights later, and never said a word. And Paul fucking got freaked out and turned off his camera. Just sat back like this for about
His
an
father?
hour. His father did. Was that on your stream, Jack? Where Paul
Um,
Laporte just his father just sat back like this. I mean,
Hey
he
Jack, let me send me that live stream. I want to check that out.
I'd have to find it if I can. If I can. But his father seems to be a nice guy, but doesn't, him and Paul have a relationship where Paul does not treat his father very well. He calls him a slave,
Mhm.
fucking rips the shit out of him. It's all the time. You can find that
I
just by
can't
going.
believe it.
No, you're not dealing with the fucking Antichrist. I think you're dealing with the guy who thinks that everybody else is.
Wait a minute. Well, listen. I need to reach out to this man to make sure that I apologize on behalf of what Paul has done because no father, and we all, in
I
one way, shape, or form, has helped or participated in the success of somebody else, or we've been raised and we're taught even in the Bible to honor your mother and your father. And to
Yeah,
be able
that's the
to
Ten
talk to
Commandments.
them
That's
like
straight up the
to,
Ten Commandments.
to talk to them like that, I need to understand what the hell is going on here. I'd like to speak with them.
I think Jack could arrange that probably. Don't let him
Jack,
come on your show.
Jack, you got work to do, buddy.
I I can offer. You know what he does? I don't know how to reach anyone offline, but I do know that people do come. You're welcome to my stream, 5:30 every day. But and
5:30
I
what?
do
PM,
open
AM, Eastern,
P,
Central,
PM
Uh,
West Coast
Pacific,
Pacific.
yeah.
Yeah, eight
every
thirty
day.
East. I've been doing every day for a
Jack,
while.
what's the
Yeah,
name of your channel?
Jack Talcott, my
Okay,
name.
Jack. Okay, Jack. Me and you gonna be in touch because I need to speak with Paul's
Hey,
father.
listen, and Jack,
I
I'm
need
not
to
in
speak
all
with Paul's
fairness.
dad and see what the hell is
Yeah,
going on here.
right. No, that's
I'm sick of it.
you know.
We don't need any crazy people just recklessly not respecting their parents, smoking reefer and getting arrested and disrespecting their parents and thinking that they just gonna say whatever they want to say and not
No,
not on my watch.
let's not
Not,
make it. Let's
not
not
on
make it
my
about.
watch, buddy.
Let's listen. Let's make it about growth, about helping them, about helping
How
them.
can
Let's
we
not
help
make
them
it about.
before we reach out to better and the Bible saying everything you do get understanding.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying.
How can I help him and before we get understanding as to what it is that we dealing with here, guys?
Let's make a deal right here about calling authorities and the IRS and involving people. Let me just say it this way. My father, I would give my left arm, my right leg, and a testicle to have fucking 2 days with my father
Not
back.
the testicle.
Yeah, even the testicle. I don't need that fucking. What am I going to get anybody pregnant this time? Uh, no, I don't even give a. My point is that to have my father back in my life, it's almost priceless. It would, if I could ever do
So
that.
to see the disrespect, now you guys see
Right.
how important it is for us to rally the troops
Right.
and rein in the craziness so that we can get some stability. Because listen, God is not happy with the dysfunction and the division and by which He sees things happening out here in these streets, especially on social media and
But
the
let's make it
representation of what
about
it
what
is that we
it
see.
is.
And if we can't gather our troops as sons and friends of Jesus Christ, then how is it that we can go out here and preach the gospel to the people? I need to see what's going on here. I want to know everything. I want you guys to send me the streams, send me the channels. I want to talk to Paul's father. I need to see what the hell is happening out here because we're not going to continue to move along like this before we gather ourselves together and get things in order. I don't want to have to keep coming into the church and turning over the tables in the tabernacle.
Oh, you're the Christ of. That's a that's a common theme over there. Everybody's Christed over there. They're all rising up and walking on water and
No, 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 no. I see Pharisees and Sadducees.
well, I think that we're all meant to be, brothers of Christ. The brother or but I mean, anybody that thinks they're walking on water's got to show me that first. I mean, that's my belief, and I think that we're all trying to walk a great walk, in my opinion. If you're trying to, and Jack, go back and look at some of his streams. Go back to the beginning of his with Paulie, and you'll learn a lot of why this went this way. I mean, who found who, Jack? You found Paul, or Paul found you?
I found
That- that-
him.
that- You found him. Did
Hmm.
he treat you much in the same manner he treated me when you dropped in? Did
How,
he
wait,
just
wait,
say,
wait a minute. How? Because I seen the way he treated Jack. Scott, how did he treat you?
I told you the whole fucking thing is name dropping. Who are you? You fucking just some slave. Who the fuck are you?
Oh
Who do you think?
no, 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 Scott. Hold on. Wait a minute. You deserve respect.
Well,
I
absolutely,
will
but
not have anybody disrespecting you, Scott, unwarranted when all you did was try to provide information and insight.
yeah, I hear you. But I had already watched some of these streams,
We
so
get
I already
enough of this with the government. Now we got to deal with it with the people that's supposedly the saints of God.
he has a different approach. I
Listen,
mean,
listen.
he's
We're
called
not
himself
we're
the
not going to cover it up and call it. We're not going to cover up a bunch of shit and call it flowers. Listen,
well.
here-
What if
here's
it
here's
was
the truth.
just
You deserve love. You deserve a place where you can come and speak your mind, speak your truth without being judged And listen, if you say something that's crazy, then you just got to substantiate your argument as a result of it. But let me tell you something, Scott. You and all your buddies and all of your friends, you're welcome over here.
I appreciate that, but I do understand Paul in trying to keep things authentic. And when someone's cycling, when they're literally looping back and forth on things, when things don't make sense, and they're just, uh, you know what I mean? They're not true to themselves. They're just full of shit, like you said a minute ago. Then
Agreed.
he calls them
Agreed.
out on it real quick, and he doesn't now. And not that, and his fucking cast of characters do the same thing. So there's a lot of yelling, there's a lot of screaming sometimes, just
I seen it.
trying to
I
get
witnessed it.
space.
I
Well,
witnessed
and
it.
I brought up a Robert's Rules of Order, but to get fucking here, the train's left the station, and to get fucking all these guys to go back and try and corral them, you might need a different platform if you're going to bring them up. You know what I
I
mean? So they know from the beginning the rules.
I hear you guys, and I, you know what? One thing about me is that I'm 100% authentic. I'm willing to be open to the possibility that I'm wrong. I'm also willing to have conversations, obviously, right? Um, and listen, I may be off on some things, but I'm not above reproach. I'm not above being held accountable. I can continue to evolve. We're all growing together, right? And so, if that be the case, then at some point, we need to corral the troops. And we need, because I mean, listen. Jesus died for our sins. We are literally the seeds of Abraham. If you look at all of the letters that was written over to that Paul wrote over to the Galatians, and he highlighted how the actual manifestation of the covenant that God had with Abraham, as far as us now being the seeds of Abraham, and that we're going to number the earth based off of the fact that we give our lives over to Christ and we subject ourselves to the ways of the Lord, and then we see this happening. This is not how it is that we're supposed to be functioning. And so we need to figure out who we are first before we sit here and we try to preach the word, because then we just look like a bunch of fools out here professing the name of the Lord. And why would anybody follow Christ when they seeing us being so dysfunctional amongst each other? That's the first thing that I observed when I went over there and seen you guys. And
Oh,
so
I
I think that we need to have a come to Jesus moment where we all get together and we really get down to the root of this thing.
bro, if you know what, and I'm not gonna lie. I think that if you can make some headway in that, I would love to see it. And here's
Well, I
why.
need your support, Scott.
Well,
I
I'm gonna
listen. I no, Scott. I need your support. If I'm gonna do this, because listen, I'm a businessman, which means that my time is money, and so when I take time away from the things that actually add the most value into my life, to really advocate on the behalf of the people that I care for the most, because you guys are my brothers. You my brothers in Christ. And if I got to take time out for this, I need your unwavering, and it doesn't mean that I can't be wrong, but I need y'all support in order to galvanize the troops so that we can do the thing that's in the best interest of all of us, which is the work of God.
Anton. I do want to say I'd like to try and help you if I'm available and able to. I will. I'm in a preoccupied state, and I haven't been.
No, Scott, I need your commitment. You know,
Listen,
the Lord says, don't be lukewarm. Don't be on the fence. Be hot or be cold. Because
that
lukewarm, he
that
spits
we
you
have
out
to
of his
do
mouth.
this.
He
That
spit
we
you
have
out
to
of his
do
mouth.
this.
And he also said that his people would be able to hear his voice, that you would know his voice, right? And you know who your brothers are, and you know who it is that's aligned with you. Scott, I don't want you to be lukewarm. I want you to be on the team. I need your commitment today, Scott.
We got to talk one on one off this fucking
I
platform.
need you, but I'm just telling you what my expectation is, Scott.
You hit my expectation. We'll talk, and then I might give it to you. I might
Send
give
me
you my
send me an email, Scott. I want to talk to you.
the listen today. I bought this book. Okay, this is a fucking American Dictionary, Noah Webster, 1828. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I just want you to understand that when human got put together, there's a paragraph and a half from the fucking 2 centuries ago,
Okay.
um, where he basically says, I don't know what the fuck this word is. I can read it
Mm.
all. but it's kind of strange. I'll share it with you offline. I don't want to try and go through some of these words, but basically, the last line of it having the qualities of a man.
Hmm.
Okay, so human is not a man, not for all intents and purposes, by the parts of speech put together. And if you think of it, hue being color or shade of, and man put together, you want to just be a man because I wouldn't want to be a shadow, would I? So
Hmm.
if you go into court and you start talking about I'm just a shadow, couldn't a judge treat you as such?
Well, we gonna
Assumptions
have
and
to have that conversation.
assumptions and presumptions being at play.
You know what, Jack? You know what, Jack? You inspiring me to go ahead and put that hat back on.
You froze.
Live without fear. Live without fear. Life without fear. Um, so for real, Anton, I will, I will try and drop you an email, Jack. Get it from you or whatever, or you have it in your YouTube.
Yeah, listen, he has my email. We'll be in touch, ladies and gentlemen. Um,
We
let me
gotta,
let me get some rest because we got work to do, and I'm very much expecting to stay in touch with you guys and really put this thing together. Okay, guys.
Jack. Usually, I'll reach out to Jack somehow and try and get your email. And I'll send you my phone number. I want to talk to you if that's okay, Anton.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll talk soon. Thanks, brother.
Absolutely. Okay, Jack. I'm gonna see you later, my friend.